Hi guys, what's going on? It's Milo here, and I just want to make a complete breakdown of the Nexus 4. I'm sorry guys that I haven't put up any videos because I haven't been at home lately, but I'll be uploading much more videos this week and the next week. First of all, if you have before you check out this video, go ahead and check out my Gorilla Glass breakdown. This is just going to be talking about Gorilla Glass. I've been asked a lot of Gorilla Glass questions about Gorilla Glass, and I have heard a lot of misconceptions about the glass itself. So without further ado, I want to get into the Nexus 4, and then we'll talk about why it sucks. And this is kind of a videos that I'll be making on mobile phones and devices, where I just compare the positives and negatives and show you why the device may suck to some people, or may not be appealing to some people. But it will show that it's not going to say that it's the worst. It's not really going to say it's the worst phone, but I'm just going to be comparing the positives and negatives. So first of all, let's get into the Nexus 4. So Nexus 4 is a 4.7-inch Google device manufactured by LG, and it has a pure Google 4.2.1, I think it is. That's the newest Jelly Bean right here. It has a Snapdragon S4 Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 processor, which is the best mobile processor you can get on the market to date, I'm pretty sure. And the thing is, this will benefit you a lot because of the multitasking capabilities. 2 GB of RAM will also help that, so this phone should not lag, especially with the pure Google. You won't have any skins or anything, so you won't have any extra RAM being used up. It's like with HTC Sense, my hated skin, but yeah, so it looks very, very nice. Initially looks very, very nice. It has Gorilla Glass 2 at the front, so right here as the screen, and has Gorilla Glass at the back right here. It has an 8 megapixel camera at the back, or right here, and then I think this is the flash. And it has a, let's see, what is the other camera? The other camera is it's probably like a HD 1.2 megapixel camera. Let me just check it out real quick. Shop now. Before we get into the camera, it's $349, the 8 GB model, and the $400 one is the one that is 16 gigabytes. It's very, very, it's at a very competitive price. It is cheaper than all the iPhones and most of the Android devices out on the market. It is about cheaper than the HTC One X, and it's probably better than the HTC One X. And I'm a user of that phone, and I'm probably going to change to this. So here are the specs. So 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. What else? The carrier and stuff, it comes unlocked. I'm not sure if you can get this on. I'm not sure you can get this on the, what do you call it? On carriers. I think they're just going to have it as unlocked and sell it off the Google Play website, but we'll have to see because it's not even out yet. It says it will be out on Tuesday. So yeah, so here we go. It's 4.2, sorry. The OS is Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. So yeah, the unlock is GMA, UMTS, and HSPA Plus. So this can be used in any country where they have GSM, etc., and HSPA Plus. I talked about the memory. It has a slim port HDMI, which is very, very nice in the connectivity. I've not seen that in a phone at this price range just yet. That's very good. The wireless, it can wirelessly charge. It has a standard Wi-Fi antenna. It has NFC, which you can use with Google Wallet, and has a 2,100 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery. It's kind of proportional to the CPU and the RAM, so they could so one doesn't kill the other, just like the CPU and the RAM kill the battery on the HTC One X. But I would have liked to have had the battery at like 2,300. But it's all about pricing, and that's why I think that they didn't put in a. That's why I don't think they put in a device with a expandable storage, because they just wanted to keep the cost down. Because if I were to be honest with you guys, Android is directly competing with Apple. It's the Apple and Microsoft war, and the thing, not Microsoft, it's the iOS and Android war. The thing is, Android is exactly, not exactly, but it's similar to when Apple started. Android is coming to its peak very soon, and when Apple iOS started on the iPhone, when the first iPhone was released, that the software and everything really accelerated. It started accelerating because other manufacturers were trying to copy it, but it was just a unique device out at that time, and no one had it out. So it was a good thing that they released it anyway. But the thing is, it was out, and it started to get updates and stuff. But then it came to a moment where it is very, very plain, which is to date now. It's very plain. It's kind of the same, with a few initial upgrades or a few minor upgrades here and there in terms of the operating system itself and the looks. Since the first release of the iPhone, so I can't remember what iOS it was, iOS 1 or something, in 2007, was it 2007? I can't remember, somewhere around that time. So, but Android, you can see how from gingerbread and ice cream sandwich, you can see the major difference. And well, before gingerbread, you can see the major difference. But jelly bean, it's starting to hit that point where it's gonna stay the same. It's just kind of like iOS, because iOS, if you just look at iOS itself, in the performance, it's perfect. iOS does not lag at all. With the iPhone 5, the iPhone 4S, it does not lag at all. It might be not very appealing to the eyes. It might be just plain to you. It might be very simple. But the performance-wise, there's no lag. There's no anything. It works properly. There are no issues. And Android is getting to that stage very quickly. And I think they have gone to that stage right now. I haven't used the 4.2 Jelly Bean, but the 4.1 Jelly Bean just blew my mind. Because when I installed the custom ROM, I could instantly tell that HTC Sense on the 4.0 ice cream sandwich has been holding the phone back, and it's just been wasting my time. So this is what I think. But in my opinion, the Nexus 4, these Nexus devices directly compete with the iPhone more than the Galaxy S3, HTC One X. And before you fanboys or anything start trolling or saying, "Oh no, you're wrong," look at the picture. If iOS started, if Apple started licensing its mobile operating system to other manufacturers, it would obviously be different, because every manufacturer wants to put it in its own little signature. So you know if it's HTC Sense, TouchWiz, Motorola Zoom, etc. Excuse me. So this is pure Android. There are no dramas with the speeds or anything like that. There are no frame lags with the animations, because there are barely any animation. It's just stock Android, and there's nothing extra. It's just Android, and this is what I love. So I think that this is competing directly with the iPhone 5 or just the iPhone more than the 1X, S3, etc. Even though the S3 and 1X could be better phones, I haven't touched this phone, but on paper it looks very, very good. Even though I haven't touched the phones myself, I think that this is competing directly with them. So, okay, so that's the kind of breakdown. But let's get through the positives and the negatives. Positives and negatives. Okay, positives. We'll start positive. It's a 4.7-inch display. It has a 320 ppi with a resolution of 1280 by 768 pixel resolution, which is very nice. It's WXGA IPSA, which I think is IPSA 3. Is it? I can't remember. I'll probably put it in the description. I can't remember actually. It has Corning Gorilla Glass 2, which kind of gives that extra strength to the phone's screen, but it's not really not necessarily gonna help you avoid scratches and stuff. Just check out my video. I don't really want to waste time on this because I've already made a video on this, but check out my video. Put a link somewhere right here or something, and you can go check that out. But it has Gorilla Glass. It's very light at 138 grams. It looks like a premium device and at a non-premium price, and this is very good. I don't think they're going to be making any real profits of these devices itself, but I think that it will, or they will make all their money off the applications that everyone buys. So next will be what else is another pro? So performance is going to be very good. I think I already talked about performance. What else did I want to talk about? What else? HSPA Plus. If you don't know what HSPA Plus is, it's just a kind of, I think it's a band or something. Not a band. Kind of like a signal that you get, like 3G, Edge, etc. So HSPA Plus is I think under 4G. And HSPA Plus is about 4G speeds, and it is very, very fast. I've seen it go up to 13, 15, 16, 17, up to 20, 20 megabits, and that's very impressive. A lot of people say that this phone should have LTE. I'm not sure why. But LTE, yes, it is expanding a lot in the US, but I don't see why you would need more than 20 megabits a second. You could probably stream a high definition video with no problems of that. 1080p HD, no problems. I'm not sure why you'd need LTE, but I guess it's always better to have faster phones, so yeah. The processor and stuff, yeah, that's about it. Oh, and the photosphere application, I haven't seen this done. Takes 360 degrees panoramas, which is very nice. I will probably do that when I get this phone and just show you. Okay, cons. It doesn't have these buttons right here. It has these on-screen buttons, which I hate. I hate screen size being taken up. It's like they give you a big screen and then they just want to cut it up. I don't understand why they wouldn't put these capacitive buttons at the bottom. It doesn't really hurt you or anything. It just makes the screen, just extends the screen a little bit, and makes the phone look much better, in my opinion. I absolutely hate stuff like that, and I don't like. Basically, I don't like screen size being taken up. Just like with the HTC One X, things that are not optimized for it. It has that little bar at the bottom, which I absolutely freaking hate. Yeah. So yeah, that's one con. Another con is the glass at the back. This is a worry because it could crack, and I've seen people say that they've dropped it lightly and it has cracked, and yeah, so people have said that it has cracked, and you can't remove the back, so you can't change this. So you probably have to send it back to LG or whoever it is, or Google, to get a replacement, and that might cost about $100 or so, and that's just more money dumped. And it's not very nice to just keep spending money on small things. If they had a removable bag, you could probably buy one of China. They'll probably duplicate it, and you can probably get it off for $10, just like you can for the iPhone 4S, 4 and 5, off of eBay or something, very cheaply. But yeah, so that's another con. Let me find another con. So far there are more positives than negatives. Another con is non-expandable storage, and again, I think they didn't put expandable storage in there because they want to sell an 8GB model which is cheaper, and I think, yeah, it's all about price, guys. They wanted to keep the price down, the manufacturing price down, so they can make a little bit of profit off the phone and just make the killing of the apps. But the thing is, I would have liked to have it more than 16GB, because if I have 16GB, it could waste fairly quickly. Even though I have Dropbox, I went to a camp. Let me give you an example. I went to a camp at just came back today. But the thing is, luckily my HTC One X had over 15GB of storage, because I took a lot of pictures and film stuff. But with this, if I was filming in 1080p HD constantly and everything, I might have to get a USB flash drive and just back it up every now and then, which is kind of a hassle. I don't really like doing that. Just can't be bothered. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to backing up stuff. That's why I have Dropbox, and it was a remote area, so we didn't have any internet or reception, so I couldn't upload it to my Dropbox, and so that's kind of a pain. So yeah, that's another thing. And one of the biggest freaking complaints I have is a non-removable back, because I want to put a larger battery in there. Why won't you guys let us put batteries? Why do you have to seal up the bag? Just please, if anyone knows, even if it's a stupid reason, even if you don't even think it's correct, just leave it in the comments. I want to know, why won't they have removable bags? I want a removable bag so I can bring more batteries. I don't want to bring a portable with a P battery pack. I don't want to. It's annoying. I just want to bring like these little rectangular batteries. I'll probably buy like 5 or 6 of them, charge them all up, and just put them in my bag. I don't want to like go through charging cases, etc. It's just a pain in the ass to do. So yeah, that's a massive complaint I have. I hate it when I can't like open up my phone and interchange the parts. Even if it's just the battery, I don't really care about the SIM card. The SIM card can just go on the SIM card tray or whatever. But if it's, I just want to access the battery, just please. And hopefully they come out with a 32GB model, because I might lean towards that more, and it'll be 32GB. So okay, let's go through this. The 8GB model is 8GB initially with all Android and all these pre-installed stuff. It might go down to 6 gigs. Yeah, the 16 gigs might go down to probably 14 or something gigs. Depends what they put on it, but if it's just stock Google, there's not going to be much taken off you. So you guys have to understand that, because a lot of people ask me, why do I have a phone, why do I pay for 16 gigs if I'm not getting 16 gigs? You are actually getting 16 gigs, but that's including all the stuff that's on it pre-installed on the device. So that's why it helps to have a portable SD card. Not portable, just an SD card. So all your firmware and whatever can be installed on your internal, and your external can just have all your stuff on it. So that's answering your question. So yeah, so if they release a 32 gigabyte model, let's say it will be 30 gigabytes. That's enough, guys. I don't think I'll need more. And yeah, if I've left anything out, leave a comment down below. Let me just think about if I finish this. If everything's finished. It's $400. Yes. I don't think I forgot anything, but hopefully they do release a 32 gigabyte model because this phone looks very promising. But I'm kind of worried about the camera because I think I'm not sure who it was, but they said the camera was good, but it wasn't as good as the ones on the 1X and thing. Because I'm starting to use my camera a lot more on my phone, so I'm kind of worried about that now. I'm worried about the quality, and I don't want frame lag on videos. I don't want shitty captures and etc. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.